Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a short rant, but I do feel it is a bit necessary as I haven't seen any content creator actually paint the full picture as it is. They oftentimes leave things out. I recently watched a video on a content creator on how they lost their solo escape streak video. While watching, I've come to the realization on why solo queue is such a hell and the real reason these survivors have such a victim mentality mindset. All these content creators post the same unoriginal slop. Like, oh, you're gonna loop a baby killer and post it for the 500th time? Cool, man. It's they're I'm not really sure what are we supposed to say to that? Is that impressive, looping a new killer? Like, yeah, it's funny as a TikTok clip, but as a whole video, that's not an actual video. That's not content. That's number one. And number two, they all post, oh, I lost a 15 solo escape streak because of my teammates. When 90% of the time, those wins shouldn't even count. Why, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm not sure who, I'm not sure why, but whoever decided that a hatch escape counts as a win when in the game it's designed as a draw for survivors since it's RNG, and you do have to say, well, damn, fuck my team. I'm gonna play selfishly on a team game. That's why it doesn't go up or down because it's RNG. While for the killer, they already got their objective completed. They already killed 3 survivors. Now it's just a hatch, which behavior just leaves. So the last survivor doesn't feel, too bad, because then it would have just been guaranteed more 4Ks every match. And the thing that gets me pissed off about this is these content creators wonder why their solo queue teammates are constantly ratting or refusing to touch generators while they're actively doing the same thing. I'm not sure why a person thinks in a team game that their win or their solo escape streak win through hatch, which doesn't raise MMR, is more important than the whole team or three teammates escaping. And that problem becomes even worse when you realize nobody queues up for your teammate to find hatch. We're queuing up to win or lose. So these solo queue teammates that you guys are complaining about are the same teammates that watch the creators who say, and I quote, oh, did my teammate just die on 5 gens? Well, it's a hatch game, boys. From 5 gens. As if 1 gen is equal to 1 hook, which, spoiler alert, it's not. The hatch is just an in-game design to make the last person feel like they have a chance, not a victory, since it's a draw. Yet these 3 portray the hatch solo escape streak as a win, or as they're doing something major when in reality they're just playing selfishly. A lot of these escape streaks, you can see the creator literally saying and playing like this. Well, it's a hatch game, boys. It's time to rat, barely touch gen so I don't get crows, and hopefully get hatch so I could keep my little numbers going up while my MMR stays the same. But I'm gonna count it as a win because content can't really do an actual escape streak with teammates that I'm teaching to rat around, not do gens, take body blocks without knowing why or when. Alright, so you're facing a nurse, 1 teammate is dead, 2 on death hook. She is actively looking for you since she did see you, and you see your teammate running past you, but the nurse hasn't seen her yet. What is the optimal choice here? Now, any good player would say, obviously the right choice is to take chase for as long as possible. Frickin' even do the whole 3 gen chase. Since, you just saw your death hook teammate and you're on 1 hook. Now, what do you think this streamer does? Spoiler alert, he does everything in his power to avoid the chase. He pre-runs, uses light defensively after already pre-running to drop chase entirely. Then he fakes out predator, and that's all cool and all, but last time I checked, this is a team game. What did you expect was gonna happen? And then he acts surprised when the nurse drops chase and kills the Ada in 20 seconds? So why is it that your solo hatch streak is more important than a 2 or possibly a 3-man escape? The fact is, from before that point, he was already playing for Hatch. He wasn't trying to take Chase. He wasn't going to take Chase, in fact. And the thing that actually gets me mad is that he has the balls to get mad at the cage. But what if the cage was also on a win streak? And these viewers are so biased toward these slop creators that they're willing to sacrifice their own teammates just for a win. Now, let me ask another question about this screenshot. What do you think would have been the optimal play had it been a team escapes three? Same position, one dead, two almost dead. Because according to him, the game was unwinnable. But I'm willing to bet any Swift squad would tell him, yo, you need to take Chase. If you use life defensively like little bitch, you're getting kicked out of Swift because what the fuck are you throwing for? That's literally what throwing is. In a game where every hook matters, you're throwing matches for your little Hatch RNG. That's not a win. That's RNG luck. That's not a skill. Compared to a Swift who is actively doing 3 or more, meaning they are going up in MMR, they are winning the game. According to the game design, they are winning. We treat the solo escape streak videos as if it's a holy grail, which it isn't. It's really, really toxic. And that kind of brings me to my main point again on how these content slop creators have a huge negative impact on the overall state of the game. I do feel I'm in a pretty good position to be the judge of that, as I've been on and off the game. Last time I seriously played was when Springtrap came out, and right now I just started a month ago playing hours a day. And I've noticed a huge increase on the amount of solo queue teammates who would disconnect over anything. And I'm jacking. It's because they're favorite content slop creators. And here we go with another no-skill, free injury killer. As if we haven't had the same mechanic for years now. With arguably worse killers. Look at Plague. She denies all healing builds. Literally cannot heal against her. We learned her counterplay. What's the problem with Ghoul? The highest pick rate killer in the game. Meaning on average, you're facing babies on average and okay players. Or players who just need to tunnel, which is still an easy win. I'm also sure that some of you watching this are probably cracked at the game, whether that's looping, macro, or knowing when to make the right calls. You know how to do it. And I'm also sure we've all made mistakes before, whether that's running into a wall, saying hello to the killer when he 50-50, or even if somebody comes in your room and you got to pay attention for 3 seconds, somebody texts you, it's important, you need to check. You know, it happens. So why is an early death makes the team disconnect? I'll spoil it for you again. It's because these content creators, their first thing out their mouth when somebody goes down early, well, it's a hatch game, boys. Like, no, gang, it's not a hatch game. One hook at 5 gens is not worth the entire game, especially considering how many second chance perks are activated after that first hook. So the killer can just say, oh, I'm going to tunnel this guy. Not only that, but he technically did not get value of pain res, DMS, things of that nature. And you also now have information on what perks he has. If he has Grim and he needs one more survivor, that survivor should probably hide. There's a lot of information you can get from one hook. Barbecue, lethal if they got it fast. So now my question is, why are you queuing up for an asymmetrical team game if you're going to refuse to play as a team? The fun in Dead by Daylight comes from the entire team working together. You literally, if you play solo, you're not going to have fun. Hence why these solo escape streaks, when you go on their stream, they're like, oh, I'm not even enjoying the game. I'm just streaming because I have to stream. Like, damn. These are the people y'all watch, and these are the people who y'all let influence y'all.